More questions. There he is. This is the not guilty. Rico. That's some mafia stuff that they're trying to hit him on. If people don't know what that is. All right, here's another morning Java. It's just getting really interesting. Why it's running slowly. And just by looking here, you can't stop it. And very interesting. And the question is, Mark Dice. If you haven't seen him, I haven't seen him in a while. But this is the stuff that you need to watch that will make you think. That's all. You just want to think and see what's going on. And we want to connect with our inner selves and our future. We want to grow food for ourselves. And I've been watching a lot of I guess it's permaculture, right? Where they are splicing two different types of plants or mature plant with a brand new seed. For example, a mango is growing, and I think it takes about 4 years for a mango. And I'll tell you one thing. With the adding that mango, just in a mature mango that does produce fruit, and you graft it, you'll have fruit every year from that new plant until it matures. It's interesting stuff. A lot of different techniques. I think if we had a tree or a couple of trees in our backyard and we just grafted different portions of different fruit trees, maybe that might work. I've been watching. This is a lot of good stuff, man. People want to just enjoy life, live, and get this resolved. Clearly, people are upset, and there's no reason to talk about civil war. We know what's up. It's already happening. If anyone doesn't understand what's happening right now, it's like a Cold War. We're talking about it, we don't talk about it. That's it, And but I don't think we can hold back anymore. I mean, things are changing. People are talking. And like this channel here, she's showing people how to get out of debt by using your credit card. So if you had like a $10,000 credit card, what she's saying is put your check in there and pay your credit card slowly down. So when you put your check into your credit card, you're going to use your credit card to pay bills. The only thing you don't put in there is, let's say, mortgage, things that you can't pay with a credit card. But the point is, you're going to eliminate your monthly payment because you're still it's your money. You're putting it in there. I don't know. She had a pretty nifty way of using HELOCs, where the HELOC does the same thing. The point is just put all your money in. And people need to stop spending. And we spend a lot of money on a lot of things. Getting the OBS and learning that. I was looking at my MacBook that I'm editing, and it's overheating. So I've been looking at trying to resolve that because I'm a tech guy. And these are channelings that come out. Some are, computer. It sounds robotic and stuff, but the messages are pretty clear. It's insight. we're constantly searching for these guys. They are hilarious. If you watch this channel, it's almost like watching, kids about to play in brand new snow, and then they're reacting to it. So they have the stuff that they are, a lot of them in the group, all 4 of them have different angles. Some have information, some don't. So when you watch them all learning together and experiencing, oh, I didn't know that this happened. Oh, I didn't know he said that, I didn't know that they were, this was already in the beginning. They're scratching the scratch, and it is a old political thing that's. I personally, and I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but to create one, I think it's a little bit bigger than the average person. But what I believe is we have a lot of generals who got together and they sat down and said, probably 80 years ago, we got a problem, through the 50 years, they noticed it was getting real serious with JFK, and it was dealing with a lot of things, different 3-letter agencies, and then once I think they just got together 80 years ago, created a plan, implemented the plan, because it had to be, hidden in plain sight, and it had to be coded in there, and we're now creating the reveal. You can't hide it because, a lot of channels I watch, are very spiritual, and Trump was saying, it's going to be biblical. And with that, you had what did he say? You got to watch the water, he kept saying. Nevada had a influx of no water, a lot of water was drying out because of the drought, and now it's raining a lot, the water's coming up. And it's funny because just with the metaphor, hidden in plain sight, when that water was going down, it started revealing a lot of stuff in the lake, in barrels, finding bodies, and something people don't want to have out in the open. But the point is, these are real things, and now they went after Trump in a way that is, all I can tell you is the gloves are off. And if people don't see what's happening, the only thing I could say is just be personally prepared with water, food, and always make sure to have what you need to communicate with family. For example, if, let's say, the power went out, how would you communicate with your family? You should have locations in cities where you would go to communicate. There's lots of techniques that I don't even know how to search this, but USB in wall inner city hacker life. And this is not see, my brain is it's different. And if you venture into this area to kind of understand certain things, this right here, great example, USB, right? Forget about the title and what, just a USB. If you took a USB and you put content in it, and what hackers done is they take a USB and then they put it in the wall, and they have just this tip sticking out, where you can just take your computer or cable and connect to it, and you can put files and remove files. And honestly, if you Google something like that, I'll try to find it. In the city, you'll find there's a bunch of websites that show how to find these USBs that are in the city. And of course, you always have to be cautious. Never open anything that's not yours. Scan it with an antivirus. Look at these. Look at people talking. I know these are my feeds and stuff that I've been looking in. But let me tell you, it's getting really interesting. And we just got to see this situation with this lady. I don't know if you've seen The Breakfast Club, but her situation, she just asked the most weirdest questions. NPCs, man, they're basically limited. What did he say? I can't remember. It's this gentleman right here. You can see my mouse. I don't remember what his name is, but he basically said, I can't forget it. He said, you're all separated in school. And because, certain alumni classes or groups stick together, jocks, nerds, emos, however you want to call every group. And it's funny because he says, but with the internet, you're all together. So it's interesting when you have someone with intellect, and that was just one of the interviews she did. She literally was trying to prove her point. You could literally know what her point she was trying to prove because she kept talking about, so you don't know. It's okay, you don't know. She was acting very ignorant, disrespectful, and she kept saying, I don't want to be disrespectful, hence insert disrespect. You can't talk like that. And, when you're on the internet, that's it. It's out there. I posted on my channel, George Carlin, and you know what? People are too afraid to just say anything. And let's go back here. After having morning coffee, I'm doing some house sitting. I'm just here, enjoying my day. And I'm online looking at the different, concepts. I have a room I'm thinking of doing a podcast. DIY setup. I don't know. Yeah, something like this. And these are pretty good. This is a small form factor right there. Anyone on a budget. I have my computer, and I have a ultra wide. So I would do something like this, and then I would have my MacBook off to the side, or with a monitor. Currently, I do something like this with the TV, but I've been having also my MacBook open, so I can at least see what I'm looking at, and I have another monitor where I can see the preview. This is a pretty cool video to watch here. How to build my video podcast studio 2022. This one was really a good watch. And for anyone who's interested in, putting a studio together like this, you just got to be a little human. You got to have some creative eye. And the silhouette behind there is nice. Make sure it's lit real well. Different camera angles. You got a person here that's going to administrate the I like the preview, but I want to point at this laptop monitoring. If you look, let's see if I can. See, this is me on the fly. So here you got this, it's regular monitor connected to these devices so that it could show where all the cameras are. This is one camera here. You got another, is that a camera? I don't know. It's like a boom connected pipe here. And then you got the overhead, you got your microphones. I've seen video where people have the mic booms, but then they tap it and you hear the noise, the effect. There are different types of microphone holders that will suppress the vibration, because a table like this, with this here, you tap this table, it's gonna resonate right up this microphone. It looks nice. It really does look nice. But as soon as you hit this table, it's gonna pick that up. You have four possible mics to pick up that sound. So there's a learning curve. Like right here, you see this. I would have probably just capped it like normal, and I would have re-drilled a new hole. And I would have just shoved those holes, like how it's connected here, probably just drill a hole there. And then put a nice little fabric, maybe, to go over, to cover these holes, or it's not even gonna be the camera, so it wouldn't matter. But that's just, and I was about to watch this particular video, and this one, I'll tell you, snapshot. This one was very nice. So, I like this design right here because it's clean. It feels like a walk in a doctor's office where you can sit down and relax, put your feet up. You can have a conversation. I could put a camera that faces somebody sitting here, or I can have a camera on this table that faces them, and then another one here that faces me. He's a filmmaker turned YouTuber, and when he does his, and he even said it when he did this particular video. He said, "This is not my style of video," and it's interesting the way, this is very nice, it's very organic. You got a nice little plant back there. You got your motivational pictures with different locations. I like this. Like I said, I didn't see him make this whole video, but I know in the beginning when I was watching it, these are strips. And he just connected them up there through some LED strip lights up there. He's got some sound dampeners for when he's talking. And I don't see it like set up yet. But. And I say that because we had the and the goal is to just create awareness. I'm here at 158 videos, and I'm going to redo a lot of my content because I'm like the channel is. I'm learning. I don't know. I would put so much stuff that's conspiracy. My channel would probably ban faster than you can believe. So here's more of my questions in the community section. If you could have a special power, which one would you pick? Right? Teleport anywhere. Read minds. So this is some funny stuff. If you guys watch this video, think of it this way. This channel actually had an interview with Vivek, and if I can remember, it was Vivek's father who said, "Hey, we need to watch this channel. They're talking about you, the Breakfast Club." Anyways, great show to watch. It's a good watch. So, more questions. There he is. This is the not guilty. Rico, that's some mafia stuff that they're trying to hit him on. If people don't know what that is, when you hit the retirement home, we know what we're doing. Thank God for technology. I can imagine what those rooms would look like. It would just be a gamer, $400 gamer chair. It's probably a projector, dark, very LED, and they're probably just gonna be streaming till they get a heart attack. Well, at least they went out happy, right? There you go. So, I don't know. Yeah, so here, this is the thing that when they went after Trump, this is his right here. And here's the thing, it goes both ways. So when you read this, and then you think about, the current situation with the current president, but I don't think that counts with his kid. And so I started this venture 4 months ago, and I'm just playing around, watching. I'm not too big in reactions, but I wasn't even paying attention to politics until I was watching some of these different reaction video channels, and man, I like the way they're set up. The thumbnails are very, very clever, and But back to my way, where my channel is, I'm just trying to see what works, what doesn't work, so that I can share with others. The white rabbit for me is for people who are on the internet, who are just mindless watching nonsense. And don't get me wrong, this is also a mindless nonsense, but let's really look at that situation. He is going to fall behind. It's going to be these two. I'm surprised he didn't get arrested, but you can't. If this, for our president, which is technically he didn't succeed, to have the vice president, he says, "Hey, I need you to go at least, have them check it, make sure that the ballots are, copacetic." And he said, "Nope, that's, disobeying a direct order from the, commander-in-chief." So people ask, "Oh, how come our country, and why don't people?" Because Biden is the president, and when he says something as dictator style, like the movie, as dumb as it is, they got to do it. So when Biden says, "Oh, I want you to get rid of these people and kill them." I know he's not saying that. Hopefully, he's not. But like in The Dictator, the movie, he was just like, "Oh yeah, you could just Dictator, right? The movie where I think it was the bar scene." And he goes there. Is this scene right here? I think it is. And I think everybody who was in there, he killed. And they said, "Oh no, like this guy, he was the head of his rocket scientist to." Anyway, great, entertaining movie from the past. And I think Elon Musk took a page out of his book by saying, "Oh, we're not gonna," he wanted it pointy, and he says it's not scary. Why is it curved? And Elon's like, "Yeah, it doesn't really matter." But this is why he made his rockets look the way they do. Anyways, great movie to watch, and we have the rabbit hole of Officer. You have Office Space. I think if anyone ever seen the movie, try to go down this rabbit hole and figure out why there was a movie that was made. Same people who made this movie, but they never talked about it. So if you could tell me what that movie is, which I'm trying to make these easy, but if you can find out what that movie is, put a comment below. And yeah, another beautiful day, and come hang out. I put the new winter mix is out. It is a great mix. These right here is just me, playing around with different formats with editing, sharpening my skills, because it's been a long time since I wasn't really a big editor. I was really kind of getting into After Effects, and I don't want to really jump back into After Effects right now until I get the editing feeling like it's After Effects, because I've noticed there's a lot of stuff you can do with just Premiere, and I know we have DaVinci and all that stuff, but these videos right here is a version of my Morning Java, but I did an I Ching style. So the way I do it is you have 6 tosses of 3 coins. I have quarters. So I tossed them, and when I did the first 2, it was just me watching Trump having a conversation where he was supposed to be a debate, but he didn't do that. So it was a very good message on the personal front in my home. I took the same message, and it basically just saying to really take your time and think. You have a lot of things that need changing, but it's going to be okay. It said focus on the small details, because the small details, even though it may look hard, you'll be fine. And then the next day, I did it again, because he was supposed to be going into jail this day. And I just posted it. And the internet, man, Trump breaks the internet. And that's what this video is about. I'm not trying to, do what everyone else is doing. But this, if you just listen to, I try to make it a good voice to listen. But the message that I found, I understood it, I try to rewrite it, and my vocabulary is not so great. So I threw it into ChatGPT to create a better verbiage, because my words are so great. But I tried to make it. My highest grade was 8th grade. I graduated 8th grade and was going to 9th. Got in a fight, and it was I got expelled and never went back. I had a lot of hard times in my personal life, and I don't want to make this about. But so I tried to make I think it was at 6th, 7th, 8th grade. I think it was 8th grade. 8th grade. So, that's it. Spicing it up, using technology. I admit, I like to do a little bit more organic, But other than that, I'm not the best grammar smith. I can text people stuff, and it's all. They might come back with scribbles, red lines, and errors and corrections. there, and there, right? But these are the mixes I put up. This one is just me trying to get back using OBS. I like OBS. I want to see more people using it. It's free. This video is, me. I try to play Apex on a MacBook Pro, and it's connected to Nvidia, which is connected to Wi-Fi, which is connected, to a computer to play the game. So my input to that computer, and then recording it, and and when I'm looking at it, I have stutter and freezes. But when you watch the video, it looks smooth. And my son, he's like, "Why does yours drift like that?" I'm like, it's not me. I'm trying to move it to the right, and the computer is not moving there, so I move my hand faster. So then when it catches up, it's off to the right. It's a very annoying. So I'll have my computer soon, and then when I connect it, it'll be normal kill games, not my low hit, where I think I've been averaging. It's been, I think, 150 to maybe 600, and it's been in that area for a while, and it's been always like no kills, close to 1 kill, and so I started playing different. And I have a cousin of mine who told me I would go revert to another game, which was Street Fighter. Right? Right? So if you're looking at, I'm just looking at the pads. So when you're looking at the pads, these pads right here, oh wow, I didn't even know you can do that. Look at that stuff. The point is that pad, when we went to the arcade, sometimes one of those buttons would work. And I remember I was there with my cousin, Arthur, and he says to me, "What's the matter?" I said, "Well, I can't play you." And he goes, "I'll play." He said, "But it's broken." And he goes, "It doesn't matter, I'll play with it broken." And he goes, "Sometimes when you're fighting real life, and you might get hurt. So consider that I'm kind of hurt, so you got an advantage. So I'm gonna try to work my magic to beat you while I'm hurt." And it stuck with me back in the day. And that's basically what it is. It's kind of like that little, delay where I'm playing, and it kind of playing hurt. So I had to rechange my strategy. And when I made this video, I'm gonna pause it, mute it. in the beginning, just here, I couldn't even see, it just drifted. It went from here to here and drifted because of that glitch. The recording didn't record it. On my computer, if I had a camera just looking at my computer play, you would be seeing so much problems. My guy was down, my other person was down, and for me to just trying to save them, I figured let me just revive, get an angle. I'm here, I see this guy, he's the first person I'm trying to hit, and he came across, got stuck. Anyway, I died. So normally when I die, I get out, but something, I kept hearing a lot of stuff, and I said, man, you know what, let me watch what happened. And when I was watching, and then, you know, a lot of us watch these games when we die. Like, man, who the hell, how good is this person, or is he cheating? So after figuring out that it was like a triple third party of the game board, we died. So, and then they died, and then I was rooting for these guys. They were doing so good. And it's funny, in this section here, he is basically trying to protect himself. This is not a good spot. He's, all right. This Caustic, he was basically in another area battling it out with these guys. And I got so, and then here they are. This was where the action was. Look at this. We got all these bodies. So, and I was rooting for this guy because he's the one who took out the other team, but I was trying to get him. And yeah, interesting times. I don't know if, oh no, that's right. It wasn't him. He was the second guy. Anyway, I'm gonna edit this out, or you guys will probably pass this section because like I said, I don't know what my channel is about. I started with doing my morning conversations. I enjoy hiking. If you want to see a full hike, you know, I try to make them short, but this will take you all the way to my little spot, my little hiding spot. And this is in one of my favorite. Watch the video, and you know, you might understand where I'm coming from, you know, and just me talking about life, ranting, trying to see how we can take care of Nevada, right? So that's it. Give a like, share. Shout out to all my friends in Vegas and my new friends that I'm learning to communicate on YouTube. That's pretty much it. So have a good one. Don't let life stress you out, and take it day by day. I'm going to see about doing another Iching. I don't think I did one yesterday. And, if you like it, watch the video, those videos. If it sounds like something you want me to add, I'll add it. But my channel is, like I said, is developing, growing. It's, you know, the game development here is changing because it is organic, very organic. Learn as you grow, right? So that's what I'm doing. Have a good one. Enjoy your coffee. This is what was here. It is very good coffee.